In today's news, BVI Registrar General and stalwart Rotarian Mrs. Stephanie Benn has died, and Amory Vanterpool appointed as Deputy Commissioners, while UK Trevillion appointed Acting Commissioner. And hotels and car rentals on Anegada already fully booked ahead of the 2022 Lobster Fest, and the BVI delegation attends 28th Annual Cruise Conference. Well, viewers, these are more stories when 284 News return.
Freeze. Choose your mix. Choose your flavor.
You value traditions. Today, you value music. You value education. Family.
I love you.
Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
Well, welcome viewers to the Tuesday, October 25th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Well, thank you so much for joining us. While leading today's newscast, where reports have confirmed the passing of Mrs. Stephanie Benn in Puerto Rico yesterday, October 24th, 2022. Well, Benn served as the Registrar General of the Virgin Islands and was also a stalwart Rotarian. She served as past president of the Rotary Club of Rotown and active member of the Rotary Club of Tortola. Well, as a result of her passing, the Civil Registry and Passport Office was closed to the public today, Tuesday, October 25th. Well, tributes have since poured in from persons throughout the community, paying tribute to the life and contributions of Mrs. Stephanie Benn, a stalwart civil servant and community leader. With owners, management, and staff of CCT, BVI Cable TV Limited, and 284 Media expressed sincere condolences to the family of the late Stephanie Benn. Moving on, viewers, where St. Clair Amory and Jacqueline Vanterpool have been appointed as Deputy Commissioners in the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force. Well, this was confirmed in a media release by the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, but said a duo was confirmed to the positions on Friday, October 21st. Well, Amory and Vanterpool had previously served as superintendents of police, but were acting in the post of Assistant Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner respectively since 2021. Well, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force also revealed that the former UK Superintendent Pam Trevillion has been appointed to the post of Assistant Commissioner. Well, Trevillion was previously a superintendent of the Devon and Cornwall Police in the UK and had recently served in St. Helena in the Falkland Islands and the Isle of Man. But the force said that Amory and Vanterpool and Trevillion will commence their new roles in November. Well, speaking on the appointments was Governor His Excellency John Rankin, who said he was pleased with the three appointments. Well, he said, and I quote, "Well, I'm delighted that we have appointed three excellent senior officers to these important leadership roles, where they each bring a wide range of skills and experience to the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, and will continue to help keep the British Virgin Islands safe and secure," end quote. Well, up next, viewers, hotels and car rentals on Anegada already fully booked ahead of the 2022 Lobster Fest, and VI delegation attends 28th Annual Cruise Conference. Well, these are more stories after a word from our sponsors.
Introducing a show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. It doesn't always involve suits and bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons. I'm taking you outside in the field to share the journey of some of the BVI's the best and brightest men. From East End to West End, Virgin Gorda to Jos Van Dyke, not forgetting Anegada. Our Virgin Islands gentlemen are doing the damn thing. We are the movers and shakers of this generation. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman. Season 4 by yours truly, Ron Grant. Raising a generation of greatness. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on 284 Media.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire, bring it home and upgrade today.
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way, daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you,
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hustle. I watching ball. I even watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, viewers. With approximately 1 month ahead of the highly anticipated Anegada Lobster Festival, hoteliers and car rental agencies are already reporting that they are fully booked as the festival is expected to have a record number of participating restaurants. Well, this is according to chairman of the Anegada Lobster Festival, Colonel Klein, who made the announcement during a press conference on Monday. Well, he said a total of 10 restaurants will be participating in the 10th year of the festival. That is one more than the previous record of 9.
What makes this year so different or so special? No pandemic, that's number one. We have a lot of new exciting activities on board, which I'll go through in a bit. We have 10 participating restaurants, which are Potters by the Sea, Anegada Reef, Lobster Trap, Wonky Dog, Pink Flamingo, Sid's Pomato Point, Correct, Tipsy, Big Bamboo, and Flash of Beauty, all serving unique lobster dishes. First time that 2 months out, we've had occupants book accommodations being fully sold, rentals, scooters gone, everything is gone.
Well, Klein also listed several ferry operators that will be traveling to the sister island for the weekend-long event.
There are several ways that you could get to Anegada, and I'll tell you some of them right now. Global Ocean Transport will be transporting vehicles on the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th, which Monday is the holiday. Rotong Fast Ferry and Romasco will be leaving out of Rotown on the Saturday and the Sunday of the festival. Speedies will be running from Trellis Bay and Virgin Gorda on the Saturday and the Sunday of the festival. And Inter-Island Ferry Services is the #1 ferry used out of the U.S. Virgin Islands to be able to get to the Anegada Lobster Festival.
Well, the chairman also said that a number of activities will be available on the island for both kids and adults.
We have activities too as well. For the kids especially, We're having the water slide and the foam machine. We're having tours to Conchsell Mounds. The butter sauce tramp is back. Lobster crawl, which is our bar crawl, is back. And horseback riding. That's just a few of the activities that you could venture on when in Anegada. So we look forward to seeing you to this 10th year Lobster Festival. And we hope that you have fun. We're going to have spectacular music on the dock, and we'll be there to welcome you with the welcome drink as usual.
Well, meanwhile, the director of BVI Tourism, Clive McCoy, said with the restriction of the COVID-19 protocols ahead of this year's festival, he expects to see more guests traveling in for the event.
Anegada Lobster Festival was launched in 2013 with the objective of driving visitor traffic to Anegada. Now 10 years later, Anegada Lobster Festival is one of the most highly anticipated events. Locals and international visitors flock to Anegada to taste the world's most delicious lobsters. With relaxed COVID protocols, we anticipate more regional and international guests coming for the Anegada Lobster Festival. The BVI Tourist Board has invested heavily in building the Anegada tourism product with projects as the restoration of Fisherman's Wharf, construction of lookout sites, the renovation of the Faulkner House Museum, maintenance of the Vanessa L. Faulkner Botanical Gardens, and the Anegada Destination sign.
Well, viewers, that was the Director of Tourism, Mr. Clive McCoy, speaking about the benefits of the festival this year, with the lifting of the restrictions of the COVID-19 protocols ahead of November. Now, moving on, viewers, where Deputy Premier and Minister for Communications and Works, Honorable Kai Reimer, has said that he was pleased with the positive reviews on the outlook of the cruise tourism industry and this year's annual Florida Caribbean Cruise Association Cruise Conference. Honorable Reimer led a team of officials to the meeting and said the outlook is also positive for the Virgin Islands as it has an opportunity to continue to deliver the amazing experiences that cruisers have come to love. But the Deputy Premier said the VI delegation was engaged in discussions that will lead to certified transportation training for the industry. Well, he said, and I quote, "Well, during the government heads meeting, discussions were held by several committees, including the proposing committee, which looked at how to get products aboard ships and integrate logistics with inventory. But the Employment Committee discussed the legislation needed to enable Caribbean nationals with the opportunity to work on ships, while the Shore Excursion Committee expressed the need for the private sector's involvement." End quote. Well, Honorable Reimer added that his delegation discussed the involvement of a task force to improve on cruise tourism employment opportunities for Caribbean nationals aboard cruise lines, sourcing supply chains, and analyzing the supply chain for product consistency. Well, the cruise executives present at the conference included Ada Cruises, Carnival Corporation and PLC, Celebrity Cruises, Disney Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean Group, Royal Caribbean International, and Windstar Cruises. While the governments represented at the year's conference were the Bahamas, the British Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, Curacao, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Jamaica, Mexico, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Martin, and the United States Virgin Islands. Well, up next, viewers, concerns raised about active bloggers sitting as jurors. New act should cater to residents on the sister islands, and BVI Film Commission to host 30th anniversary film screenings. We'll get these and more stories afterward from our sponsors.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works. Brilliant Hands and Minds Tutoring Services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man forget you.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power? Hello?
Wait, you're the lunch I get? You say you were sick? What happened to over the rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
Alright, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI Love.
Welcome back, viewers. The Deputy Speaker and Territorial at-Large Representative Honorable Neville Smith believes that measures should be included in the new Jury Act to exclude active bloggers from sitting as jurors in court cases. But Smith's concern was raised during a recent debate in the House of Assembly, where he expressed that the new provisions in the Jury Act 2022 creates new categories of persons, which will expand the jury pool to potentially include persons who may also be bloggers. Well, he warned that something should be included within the Act to assist with controlling who is selected as a juror.
Madam Speaker, I want to bring something in the open as well. We talk about expanding the jurors list, but one of the things that concerns me the most is when we do this, we also open up a room for more people to be a part of this jurors list, but there's something called blogs, the bloggers. And I'm wondering how will we control that with a juror list, where we don't know who these jurors are, We don't know who are blogging. So we don't know who the jurors will be, and they might be still blogging. And they're sitting on a case. That's one thing I would like to bring up during the committee stage, to see how we could tackle something like that, because I think it will be a problem where you have a juror who is a blogger, who's not using his real name, but sits on a case and is blogging, Madam Speaker. So that's one thing I'd like to bring up during the committee stage.
While also debating the Jury Act 2022 was 9th District Representative Honorable Vincent Wheatley, who highlighted certain aspects of the bill that he believes should have measures in place that caters to residents on the sister islands. While he pointed to Section 43(2) of the Jury Act 2022, which speaks to the compensation fees that will be paid to jurors to assist them with conducting their duties. Well, Wheatley said for jurors on the sister islands, compensation fees should be paid up front, since it is costlier for these residents to travel to Tortola for court proceedings.
Everybody knows that traveling from a sister islands to any activity on the mainland can be expensive. The further away you are, the more expensive it can be. And if you get Section 42, number 2, the fees under subsection 1 may include compensation for a loss of time and expenses paid or incurred in going to, attending at, or returning from the court. There are no courts on Virgin Order, on Anegada, sorry. The one in Virgin Order, I'm not even sure it's functional. I've heard various stories, if it's functional or not. So automatically, those 2 islands there, we're going to have to incur significant expense. Because it didn't say exactly when the fees were to be paid, if you get these things before or after. If you ask someone to travel many times from Anegada to attend court, that person may rack up significant expenses just to attend court. And I think that would be unfair if it's done afterwards. And the same thing will apply to Virgin Order.
Well, as it pertains to jurors being penalized for not attending court, Wheatley said there may be special circumstances that prevent those on the sister islands from attending. When he said provisions should be included in the Act to exempt sister island jurors from being penalized in such instances.
Again, there needs to be some kind of a caveat in there. A person's duly summoned to attend as a juror at an institute of the court who does not attend, blah, 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 may be fined. Again, Madam Speaker, we have to be considerate of persons on the sister islands who may be serving during adverse weather conditions. Yes, you may say, well, maybe the person needs to call, but what if there's no way of getting the message across that due to these particular conditions here, I am unable to attend? Madam Speaker, I look forward to addressing this here in committee stage, as again, we have to make sure that when we are making these laws, they apply as equally across the entire territory.
Now moving on to our final story, viewers, where the British Virgin Islands Film Commission is celebrating its 30th anniversary under the theme, A Major Milestone in BVI Film, a festive celebration of BVI Film Commission turning 30. Well, the celebration was launched on the 30th of September with a video competition extended to local filmmakers. Well, 10 local film enthusiasts entered the competition, with 5 finalists advancing to the film screenings. Well, Film Commissioner Natalie O'Hodge, in a recent interview with our agency, provided an overview of the competition.
So we started with 10 entries.
Wow.
And 5 competitors will make it to the final round, which will be the film screening on Sunday, 30th October.
Good. Now, a part of the submissions, of course, there were different guidelines. Can you reiterate for us what were some of those guidelines?
Yes, there are a number of mandatory requirements. Competitors had to ensure that they had a historical site in their short film, included the number 30, of course, because we are celebrating 30 years of the BVI Film Commission since it's been established, as well as it's being celebrated on the 30th of October. They had to have a cameo of someone who is recognizable within the territory, a local song, brand product placement such as BVI Gin or BVI Vodka or Carlwood Distillery Rum. So those were a few of the things that they had to make sure was included in their short films.
While video nominations will premiere at the screening event, the 3030 Majors Milestone Film Screening and Award Ceremony on Sunday, October 30th, 2022 at UP's Cineplex commencing at 6 p.m.
Now, when you arrive at 6 o'clock, there'll be a cocktail in the lobby area. So we'll have a few drinks for you, some beverages, and a little bit of food for you, some appetizers. And then the screening starts at 7 p.m. So you'll be led to Cinema 1, where the screening will start. We will have some entertainment as well, and some on-screen camera interviews, some red carpet interviews. So there's a lot going to be happening at the event.
Wonderful. And be it the 30th year, of course, this is everything green. So persons are encouraged to wear green in commemoration of the 30th year anniversary. Am I correct?
Yes, because green represents 30 years. So we're asking it to just color the whole cinema in green, have persons arrive in green. We're going to have green themed cocktails and green themed food items. So everything is going to be green.
Wonderful. And how can persons purchase tickets for the upcoming film screening?
Yes, so tickets are $30. Again, we're highlighting the number 30. And they can call the BVI Tourist Board at 852-6020 to reserve their tickets and make payments for their tickets.
While viewers, finalists will compete for a plethora of award titles, including the Neil Blyden Memorial Award for Best Cinematography, the Ronnie A. Skelton Production Award for Best Screenplay, Best Actor, Best Editing, Best Soundtrack, the 30 for 30 Fan Favorite Award, and Best Overall Picture, along with a grand prize of $3,000.
It's absolutely important because in film, you want to have that feedback. You want persons to grow in the industry. And what we're striving to do is to make sure that we have persons who are capable of filling those roles when we have incoming productions. So this is a way to help them, guide them, and give them some feedback, constructive criticism on what they did right, what they did wrong, what they can improve on. And to answer your previous question about the prize,
yes.
So the grand prize is $3,000, and we have a number of other prizes. We also have some audience giveaways on that night as well.
While the benefit evening promises entertainment, a film screening, engaging discussion with film talent, and a cocktail reception with specialty food stations. Proceeds from the event will go towards the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission's Tourism Education Program, as well as to benefit media professionals in the community to assist with them developing their craft. We'll take a look at the top 5 finalists. Well, viewers, that's all we have for today's newscast. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
What? No man to pet you.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?